All right, boys and girls, it is Wednesday, April 29th, and today you are going to be creating word maps. You are going to create two word maps on your own. I am going to create one as an example with you on video today, and then your job is to create two on your own using two words from Monday's little ranking chart that you did. Okay? So, I'm going to use a word that we all know. I don't want to use one of the words and then from our vocabulary list and then take that chance away from you guys. So I chose one of my words that I did with Mrs. Gerald. So I told you that there was a word that I ranked as a 3, and it was the only word that I ranked as a 3 on that list, and it was closed syllable. Okay. So I used it because I figured all of you could also rank this word as a 3 because we did so well learning all of our different syllable types this year, right? And then we've also been going over them as part of our reading videos. Mrs. Gerald has been practicing those with us as a review, right? So closed syllable, what do we know about a closed syllable? Think about that as I explain this chart. So a word map. You draw a circle in the middle for your word map and you put the word in the middle. So if your vocabulary, when I obviously know it's 2 words, but we're just going to use this as an example. So if you were putting, let's say, genuine in the middle, okay, if you put genuine in the middle there, okay, it'd be one word. But this one is going to be closed syllable, okay? So if you could just put closed there, okay? But closed syllable, okay? One big thing. And then you would do lots. If it's a 3, you would put lots and lots of information around the outside, okay? What do we know about closed syllables? What do we know? Well, it has what? One vowel sound. One vowel sound. Okay, so that's how you do it. So you make your vocabulary word in the center, and then you start putting information all around it. Okay, what else do we know about a closed syllable? Okay, if we have one vowel sound, what type of a vowel sound is it? Short. Okay, short vowel sound. Okay, what else do we know? That one vowel is followed by a one or more consonant. Followed by one or more consonant. What else do we know? Okay. That vowel, can it have a consonant before it? Yes or no? Yes. Can have consonant before the vowel, okay? You're just going to continue to put all the information you know about those closed syllables. So if you're doing one of those word maps for a 3, you should have lots and lots and lots of information. Okay. If you're doing a word map about a word that's a 0 or a 1, what do you think it's going to look like? I'm going to get a different color here. If you're making a word map, and I'm going to scoot this up here, boys and girls. Let's say you're making a word map for a word you don't know very well, a really difficult word. Maybe you wouldn't have anything because you don't know anything about it. But let's say it's a 1, then maybe you might have one piece of information about it, okay? So maybe you just have 1. That's what I would expect to see on a word that is ranked as a 1. A 0, you probably have nothing. If you have no meaning for that word, a word map is probably just going to have the center word for it, all right? So today your job would be to have read and listened to the story, okay? There's also another story on your lesson plan that says you have read about Ben Franklin, I believe it is. Okay. So your job is to read over that list, do those assignments, and to create a word map for a word that you ranked as a 0 or a 1. Okay. So create a word map for that word. And then I want you to create a word map that you have ranked a 2 or a 3. So today you should create one word map for a 0 or a 1 word, and then create a second word map for a word that you have ranked as a 2 or a 3. All right. And yet again, I am asking you to save these. Okay. We will share them either today if you log on during our Zoom session, which today I'm on at 12 o'clock till 1 o'clock. You'll see that on the learning calendar. And those are active links. You can click right on those links that are blue that say click here. Okay. You don't have to type into Zoom. You just click right onto those. Okay. And the password is right on there as well. Okay. Or if you don't get on today, we share them again tomorrow when I'm on 1 o'clock. Okay. And then we share at that time. Okay. And then make sure you save these because we'll use them again on Friday. So don't lose these. If you have to hide them under your bed, hide them, but don't get rid of them. We need these again. All right, boys and girls. So there are 2 things it tells you to do today. Don't just read this story. Make sure you have read the other ones that it asks you to read. Make sure you're paying attention to what it says specifically on the learning calendar, because sometimes it's going to look different than maybe what it looked like last week. All right? We're kind of changing things up slightly just to keep you guys engaged and active. I want you to read a little bit. And it does ask you to look at Epic and things like that if you can get on. If you're having trouble, let me know. We have a class code to get on there. All right? And I have that link. It should be on there. If you're having trouble, you can definitely email me. You can message me on Seesaw. You can message me on Remind. All right? And some of your parents have been text messaging me, and you can message me through text message too if you're having a hard time getting through.